What up YouTube, J-Dub here, and welcome to my channel. Alright, so my channel is called J-Dub's Cars and Stuff. Well, today we're dealing with stuff. Normally I do a lot of car stuff, but I'm also in anything with basically wheels and a motor, and like boats, things without wheels. Just, I love all that stuff. So today, my buddy Ryan bought himself a new motorcycle. Well, new to him. 2015 Kawasaki Vulcan Custom. It is a really nice bike. It's really pretty. But we're making some mods to it, so I'm going to help him out with that. And we realized that while there is support for this bike online, some of these guys' answers to simple questions are really vague, and so I'm gonna document all the mods that he does to this bike, so it helps you guys out and how to do them and what you need to do them and all that stuff. Like we were trying to find a bulb for, to change out a turn signal indicator, and you would think like we had to ask like what was the secrets to the universe. It was just hard to find it. So anyway, today we're going to be doing the grips. We're installing new grips on this because the stock grips on these bikes aren't exactly great. And we're putting in the new ISO grips by Kuryakyn. Anyway, so let's check it out. All right, guys. So this is the Vulcan Custom. It's a 2015, and I really like the color scheme on this thing. It's pretty sweet. So today we're changing out the grips, and we're changing them out with these. All right, so that's what we want to do, and we're going to show you how to do it. All right, guys, so for the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the throttle side. You got to take off the housing for the kill switch and the starter to access the cables, because you got to hook up the cables to the new throttle, obviously.
I don't think that's the one.
Should be another one down here, I think, right there. Yeah. So you have two screws, one there, and then one on the bottom there that he's getting out now. Alright guys, so this is the housing. If we take it off, basically it just falls down like that. And you just want to slowly slide the end off there. Don't lose which one's which.
Yeah.
Just slide that out like that. Let it rest there. There you go.
Cool.
Alright, so you guys can see these things are like crazy cheap, super not nice, so we're changing them out with the nicer ones. Now the new one, it's set up specifically for the bike, so like you shouldn't have any problems mounting the cables and stuff on there. So let's go ahead and get her on there. I think it actually falls in like that. There you go.
There we
Bam,
go.
just like that.
It's a little awkward.
So you turn it, and then should go right on. Okay. Oh, it's popped out of there.
All right, let's get it on here and then I'll... There.
All right, guys. So you got to make sure when you're reinstalling this, the top piece, which will be the top cable, this goes to this side here, and then the bottom one comes
Wraps
up
around,
and around. Because what it does is when you're twisting on it, that's what pulls the throttle back, so you don't just boom and it holds there. Okay, so you want to make sure you do that. Make sure it goes over top of the handlebar. And then that should just go right back on. Like that.
Bam.
And then make sure you make sure the wires clear the catches there. That's much better. Couldn't figure out why I didn't want to go on there the first time. Make sure our spots are right.
Where did the screwdriver? Cable sprayed in the way.
All right, guys, so we got it installed, so we're going to test it out, make sure that it's
Not neutral.
awesome. Now on to the other side. All right, guys, so for the, I guess it would be considered southpaw.
Clutch side.
Clutch side. Now this, from what I understand, is actually glued on here. We're actually going to have to glue the new grip back on here so it doesn't like pull off when you're like riding down the road. For these, this is just like a rubbery, it's not, it's just rubber. It's just a very thin rubber grip. So what the directions actually say to do, and I don't know about Kawasaki or Yamaha or Suzuki or Harley or any of that, but I know for the Kawasaki Vulcan 900, you're actually supposed to cut this with a razor blade to actually peel it off there. So we have our utility knife, so we're going to go ahead and cut that off carefully. And we're not worried about if we're scoring it up, because we're actually going to score the handlebar a little bit anyway to, I might want to give it one more pass, to give something for the glue to adhere to.
Make contact that time.
Bam.
There we go.
See, way easier than trying to pull that thing off. Not ever going to use these again.
There you go.
All right, so it's off. So as you can see, guys, these are like really flimsy. I mean, they're not the nicest quality. That's probably one of the cost-saving spots that Kawasaki uses for these bikes. But like I said, we got the nice grips, and I mean, I guess these work okay, but you know, they don't really tone down a lot of vibration, and they don't really feel good in the hand or anything. So, like I said, that's basically why we're changing them out. Now, these ISO grips from Kuryakyn, they are supposed to come with an adhesive to glue these on here. Unfortunately, I don't know why. I've never opened them. These are actually, I bought these a long time ago, and Ryan bought them off me, but they're not. It's not in there. So we actually went to a hardware store and got some of this, the clear grip. And this stuff was recommended pretty heavily online for this situation. It says it works out really good. It sets up fast. So this is what we're going to use to adhere it. Now, obviously, I recommend using the glue that comes with the grips, whatever grips you decide to buy, but this is what we're going to use for here. All right, so what we're doing is we're actually going to sand that grip down just a little bit to A, get some of the old adhesive off, and B, we want to get that a little bit abrased so there's something for the glue to actually adhere to. So we're just going to sand that down. I think that's what, 120?
120,
yeah, 120 sandpaper, and then we'll spray it down and clean it off. And yeah, just what we're doing. We just want something for the glue to adhere to.
Bitch on there, holy hell.
Yeah, we're definitely we're test fitting this on here, guys, because we want the grips to match. So I would say relative to wherever. Okay, so this literally splits. This line here splits right on the very edge of that. So I'd say that's what I would shoot for.
I'm not gonna put that on there all the way because I won't be able to get it back off. Is there a spacer in here?
All right, guys, so what we're doing is we're basically putting some glue on the half of it. That way, when we slide this thing on, it doesn't push all the glue up against here. We want it to be kind of smooth over the whole thing. I would say that's going to be more than enough. Okay.
I might need you to hold the...
Yeah.
We're still going to get a bunch of squeeze out.
Do you have...
I got a paper towel.
Okay. I would get a paper towel before you. It's all right. You got time.
It says holds in seconds.
I know, but you'll still be able to maneuver it a little bit. There you go. Push it all the way on there.
Right there.
Yeah, I'd say that's good. Does it look good to you? Go ahead and sit on it and make sure.
Yep.
So look good? You're happy with it?
That's starting to set up already.
Yeah.
I kind of want this angled. Like, I know it doesn't look right, but that's more comfortable.
Well, dude, angle it the way you want it angled.
Yeah, I think that's the way I'm going to do it, because that way that pad's in my palm.
Yeah. Angle it the way you want it.
This one, when I've got the throttle twisted, will be more in my palm. Cool, yeah, done.
I mean, it's basically just opposite. This is lining up with that.
Yeah.
So.
Doesn't look exactly the same, but it's close enough.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, guys, so that's basically all there is to installing the Kuryakyn ISO grips on the Kawasaki Vulcan 900. This works for both the classic and the custom. Other Kawasaki models, I know that these grips will work for other Vulcan models, but how those have to go on to that specific Vulcan model, I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, I always recommend having a professional install your grips. Don't just rely on me because, you know, we're just two guys. But basically, that's all there is to it. With the glue, this stuff sets up quick, so make sure you get it exactly where you want it. Wipe up any mess. And technically, for the glue that we're using, it's supposed to set up for a minimum of like 2 hours. So I'm going to go ahead and say it's probably going to be, with the temperature today, it's going to be way sooner than that. But just saying, make sure you read your instructions and follow the manufacturer's recommendations. That way you're safe. So we're going to be doing more of these motorcycle mod videos. I'm actually going to be putting out probably another one this weekend as well. So stay tuned for that. If you have any questions, comments, or you see we did something wrong or whatever, we're human, we mess up, please leave a comment down below. Like the video, it helps me out. And please, if you haven't already, consider subscribing for more vids. See you next time.